Hey there, Bananacubs, Tigermonkey here, and today I thought I'd tell you a little story about the time I got stabbed in the leg with a knife. I used to work in a restaurant as like a busser, runner person. One night there was a large table that was a group of people celebrating someone's birthday, and one of the customers was a chef from another restaurant that had come directly from work. Now, if you are a chef or a cook or work in a kitchen in general and you have a bunch of your own knives, legally what you are supposed to do is carry those knives in a very safe casing thing. It's like a suitcase, and it's metallic and has like magnets that you can attach your knives to so that they don't like go flying everywhere. This woman had actually done that with all of her knives except for her favorite, most expensive one. No, that she kept in its teeth and put in her purse. Her purse. I think you see where this is going. So I'm cleaning up the table and her bag is like hanging off of her chair behind her, which I hate when people do that. Guys, girls, people with bags, just don't put your bag or your purse or your thing over the chair behind you and leave it hanging there. Just put it on the ground. Just put it on the ground underneath the table. Otherwise, people are just going to bump into it all night, which is really annoying. Also, it's a huge safety hazard, as you're about to find out. So I'm cleaning her table, and then I feel like this really sharp pinch on my calf muscle, so I look down to see like what bit me or whatever. And there is the tip of the knife poking out of the purse, and it had just like entered my leg. Turns out that on her way from work, she actually went to the knife sharpener, who did such a good job that when I bumped into her purse, the knife cut through the sheath and then cut through the purse and then went into my leg. I pick up her purse, I go, "Ma'am, you have a fucking knife poking out of your bag," and I throw it on the ground where it belonged. And then I walk away because, like I said, it didn't feel so bad, so I figured it just got like nicked or whatever. But then I take a couple steps and then I just start feeling this like warm liquid start to run down my leg. Then I just shake my head and throw my hands up in the air because I realize how long my night just got. They take me to the hospital to get my stitches, where I learned something very interesting about myself. So the doctor comes in and he's got like the pain numbing needle thing for me, and I'm like, "Oh wow, that's a big needle. Are you gonna poke that around the wound or in the wound?" Guy doesn't say anything, just goes right into the wound. What I then let out is the loudest, most like from the deepest part of my core laugh that I have ever given in my entire life. I start laughing uncontrollably throughout the entire process. In fact, so much that eventually the doctor and the nurse have to stop doing what they're doing because they have now caught my laughing disease and are laughing so much themselves that they can't keep their hands straight. And I start trying to apologize, but I'm cackling so much and they're just like, "Dude, it's okay. It's a lot better than the alternative," which I imagine now was screaming. So yeah, long story short on that one, that is the night that I learned that I laugh at pain. Literally. It still hurts though. And I wasn't really all that upset about it. I mean, it didn't really hurt all that much when I got stabbed, and the restaurant paid for all my medical expenses, so that was cool. You know, getting stabbed was not that much of a deal. The staph infection I got afterwards, that sucked. And then there was the allergic reaction I had to the medication for the staph infection, which broke me out into hives because apparently I'm just allergic to sulfur-based medication. So I had to take a steroid to get over an allergic reaction that I got from a medication that I took for a staph infection that I got from getting stabbed in the leg at work. It was a long month. But I gotta say, Bananacubs, there actually was a really cool lesson in it. The location of the wound itself, where I actually got cut, it was a part of my calf muscle where there's a lot going on. There's like nerves and tendons, there might be an artery, I don't know. The knife went half an inch into my calf and somehow miraculously missed all of that. I could have bled out in the restaurant. I could have lost the ability to walk right or run at all. There's so many ways it could have gone so very badly, so I actually like having the scar on my leg because every time I look at it, it reminds me of the theme of this whole story, which is that no matter how bad things get, they can always get worse. So I actually count myself pretty lucky about the whole situation. And you know, the chef felt really bad about it, so she gave me a nice tip and a $50 gift card to iTunes, so because of this little stab wound, I have the Lost Boys soundtrack and Journey's greatest hits. I'd call that a win. But now I want to hear from you, Bananacubs. What kind of mishaps have you gone through in your life that you were able to find a silver lining for, or somehow ended up with like an obscenely awesome result in? Let me know in the comments below. Click those buttons, tell your friends about me, and I will see you next time, Bananacubs Championships.